I'm just going to get to the interface we were at, and then I'll just...
Is this the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I went with the tree is alive. A frog is conscious.
Yeah.
Frog is delicious. Nothing important. Frogs are people too. He just breaks. Smoke starts coming out.
Alright. So we're back after some technical difficulties. Yeah, that's why you'll hear a weird cut in the laughter.
And also why there's no audio.
No game audio for like an hour worth of stuff. But everything is good and ready to go now.
Kind of broke the flow, though, of laughing at this robot and deciding if I wanted to agree with him or break him further by saying no deal.
Yes, so deal or no deal? Big money, no whammies.
This is hard, because I part of me wants to break him, but
Spin
part
the
of me
wheel
just
or
wants to see
solve
what
the puzzle.
happens. I'm going to agree, because I want to see where the story goes.
All right.
Let's see where the rabbit hole
Deal.
goes.
Very sensible. Terminology is so important. So, what I'd like you to put to you is that the important difference between you and a frog is that you are rational. You are self-aware. That is what makes you a person. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware, and a person must be conscious. Most of the time, anyway. What I suggest we do is help you resolve your problem, or to help you resolve your problem, is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence?
You have the best words.
Yeah.
I almost want to say no, but according to him, you must be conscious, which means sleeping people are not people.
Well, I mean, there is a really weird, somewhere in the, I think it was in the Cosmere series, there is a race of people who believe that when they go to sleep at night, they die, their soul leaves their body, and a new person enters their body and just has all their same memories, but it is a different person every time you wake up. And and it's like, and then you think about it, and you're like, does it even matter if you have all the same memories? Does it matter if you have a different soul?
Well, it's the argument of the body, mind, and soul. It's which is the most important.
But yeah, it's it's one of them crazy things. Are you alive while you're asleep? But yeah.
I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? So consciousness is just what separates us from animals, is what it is like to be me, is the feelings and senses, is far outside my area of expertise. Well, it's not what separates them from animals, because animals have consciousness. They're just not self-aware. Or, they might be self-aware, but they don't have the same level of intellect. Is what it is like to be me, that would be saying
only
that the mind
I am conscious.
Well, I think it's more that it's saying the mind and consciousness are one and the same. So the mind is what it is like to be me. Consciousness is the feelings and senses. What that would also follow in the same with animals, because animals have feelings and senses. Consciousness, as far as my expertise, I'm gonna say this one.
That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? Can I eat it?
Maybe neurons is beyond the law of physics, is another word for the soul. Is it though? Because I would more align it with the mind. Is a complex functional system. Let's go with that one. Thinking.
Interesting. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Terminating session.
And then more... Oh, this is what we already read. Okay.
Yes.
Because that was the song lyrics. Okay.
So. Yeah, we got that on this computer. So if you actually go back to the computer that we found in the corner over there, it should have things to read that we didn't actually read.
Oh, okay.
Because we were on that computer, but the assistant comes to us no matter when.
Right, because I had to restart. So this is actually where
we restarted. We were at this computer.
Okay.
And it should have, some mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. The variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown. But sometimes, the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it is much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how the genetic history of each living organism corrupted data. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence.
Yeah, okay. Kill the mutants. Capacity. Yeah, no worries. L is not only ridiculously fast, it is also a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right?
Yes, this
And we're
program has
millennia.
been running for 99999 error.
Right.
Which is actually just like Portal 2. That's how long Wheatley has been taking care of things.
Oh, that's right.
or like when you're in the little like cubicle at the very beginning, it goes, this facility has been running for 9999999.
Error.
All right.
It kind of does feel like, without spoiling the end of Horizon Zero Dawn, that we are playing that this is another perspective of the end of the world.
Dude, we should like keep with the theme of this and play Soma later, like not right after it.
Okay.
But it is very much along the same like philosophical lines as this game.
Okay. We'll come back to it.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, I wouldn't mind doing at some point because I've never done it. Played was Detroit.
Yes. It's a good game. One of David Cage's only good games.
Right.
One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it is an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force has driven them to suddenly change. Dun 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 dun, dun, like a Pokemon. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to error, example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with a challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage over time, and they become the dominant model for that species. The individual experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is a part of the evolution of the species. And that's the speed of evolution is measured not in time, but in generations. And that's why diseases can evolve so fast, because they split like multiple times a day.
Yes.
Whereas and bugs will like reproduce like daily as well, like daily to weekly. And then humans reproduce every 9 months, like at top speed.
Yes.
So our evolution is that much slower than those other creatures. Like it's basically a 1-to-1 math problem.
This reminds me, did you ever hear the story about, I think it's in Russia or something around that side of the world, where there's a family that's been breeding silver foxes for, I want to say, close to 100 years now.
Yes.
And the foxes have drastically changed their outward appearance, becoming domesticated. Because, like, if you look at like a normal, like a domesticated dog versus a wolf, it's that much of a drastic change.
Yeah.
Because of the domestication process.
Yeah, it just...
I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome.
Yeah, you don't have that tool yet.
All right.
That's the next tool.
That's a good point.
Which you will be getting in here. Alright, this one's a window through a door. Alright, now just get your super jump. Nah, you're too white of a robot.
I mean, I got arms, though. I can climb up.
No.
I might be a heavy robot, though, I guess.
Climb.exe is not functioning at this time.
Red laser window. Another laser. Interesting.
So that opens, obviously, from the other side.
I'm glad I haven't seen any bombs in a while.
Yeah, no, that was, this is, you're still kind of, you're not to the really hard stuff yet.
Yeah.
But yes, they've stopped trying to shoot you and blow you up. They're done trying to break your body. They're now trying to break your mind.
Which is how it should be.
But I believe the bombs and guns come back once
Sure.
once you get to the stuff where it's like, hey, guess what? Here's every tool and every obstacle. Do the puzzle.
I think I gotta do that timing thing again.
It could be. I don't know if that's enough time. It is. It was a quick door. A lot of the doors go a lot slower.
Yeah. No, I figured.
Right.
Oh.
What's...
Oh. Okay. Is there a way?
It doesn't look like. Well, maybe, yeah.
I only need the door to open for a second.
Yep. Could do it.
Got it.
You did it.
Now that that has become a way to solve the puzzle, it's going to be a constant way for me to solve the puzzle.
Yes. And then they will give you, and once that's like, okay, you've learned all the tricks for this tool. Here's your new tool.
Yep.
Now do it with fans. But two more
really
puzzles first.
interesting.
And then, like, who knows what the triangle is?
That's a good point. You know. I know.
I
got
do.
that far.
That's right. That's where your brain starts to break. Not at first. At first, you're just like, oh, this is really cool. Then your brain starts to break.
I look forward to it.
You go like, hey, this might be the most interesting idea for a puzzle ever. You know, like I say, right up there with Portal Gun. But then it is way harder to think. Like, you know, you do Portal by thinking with portals. It's way harder to think with this thing. Or it gets way harder anyway.
Realize this is not the correct answer.
However, what's inside door number 1?
Exactly. Okay, so I need a pressure plate, so I need one of these things to do it. So I actually is this.
You can't cross the streams.
How close can I get though?
You can't get it. I don't know. Well, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that might do it. You did it. Was it the glorified lie?
Yep. So there's no other purpose.
Alright, one more yellow.
take a quick look and see if there's any of those reflectors just sitting out somewhere within view. Nope. Once that concept became a reality to me, it's like now I have to see if there are any anywhere.
And so far there have not. Hey, look, it's your bomb friend that we were talking about.
I'll go this way first.
Yes, well, this is the one you need
Oh,
for
good
fans. Get bombs. How will you defeat him?
That box
You
up.
solved the puzzle.
Destroy my box?
Of course not. Nothing can destroy the companion cube.
Where did the cube go? I feel like you could. Whoops.
That doesn't work.
I feel like you could accidentally trap yourself.
Usually in places where you can accidentally trap yourself, there's a ladder or something.
Let's find out. Oh, you could probably just grab it though. Oh.
No, maybe you would just be screwed. If you press start, is there like a reset puzzle button or something?
Oh, well. Restart checkpoint.
Alright.
Never leave things behind.
Nope, because you probably just need them later. Not this time though.
No, this is a yellow puzzle. These have all been really easy.
Yeah. Well, see, the yellow and green ones have to be easy because they unlock progress.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But the red ones, like, you don't have to make it up the tower. You do. Like, the game actually specifically wants you to not make it up the tower.
Yeah, it wants you to think, oh, you solved all 3 worlds, you're done, but you're not.
Yeah.
What's up here?
Like I said, personally, I went up a floor of the tower every time I was able to.
I can't take things up ladders, right?
That is correct.
What's this say?
Epitaph, child program, code name, terminated here, logic program timed out, final memory dump, but I was stuck. What was I supposed to, I see clouds?
Progeny program Samsara.
So, somebody got just real confused. How will you defeat them? With only a single Jimmy Jam.
Oops.
So, want to just break?
Again? Yeah. Oh wait, lightning's coming back. Yep.
Wait,
It
okay.
came back. Alright.
Oh, then you know what? The first time the controller died, we probably lost audio for a second as well, too.
Yeah, I think so.
When you ran into the wall. Alright.
I'm gonna try.
Technical problems are fun.
Nope. Okay.
No, hold on.
Yep.
Put the jammer on the box.
Mm-hmm.
Walk on the box.
Oh, whoops. I get you. Dig it.
Yeah, you can do it.
There.
There you go. I don't know if this will help, but now you have the jammer on the other side. Which you can then put on the button.
I don't need to put it on the button.
Well, I mean, you could have.
I could have. I solved the puzzle.
Sure you did.
I don't know if that was how you're supposed to solve
No, it's absolutely how you're supposed to solve it. It
Okay.
was, you use the jammer to get the box, and then you use the box to get the jammer. There was no way to jam
Holy
six-
shit!
Jesus.
In the time of
They were screaming and running at me, and I freaked the fuck
Yeah,
out.
you freaked me out. Because I wasn't looking at the screen.
Ghosts.
I was like, what's
Fear
happening?
only that you may become like them.
Yeah, pay no attention to these ghosts.
Yeah. That actually freaked me out because I was not expecting it. It's not a horror game, and then all of a sudden it became a horror game.
Oh man,
and the game's even aware of it. It's just like, don't fear
pay
them.
no attention.
They're just ghosts.
And he's like, I can control these that leave a message pane.
I'm gonna put it right beside yours. I have no idea what's going on. I've traveled the edge of the world. The certification program is a sham. I lied. I need a special device to solve this one. Am I going crazy, or do computer criminals have a personality? Frogs are people too. Yes.
Yeah, the paint knows. Yeah, so you're definitely out there. I wonder if it shows you your friends' messages.
I was thinking that earlier, actually. I think it might be friends.
Because that would be a nice way to keep it simple.
Yeah. Because then it doesn't need to go to an open server or anything like that. So I'll get the fan.
Yeah, I forgot about the dudes that run screaming at you.
I need the fan, actually. Yeah, that, I was not expecting that.
Because I remember them now that you mention it.
What? Oh. Is this?
That's not the fan.
Oh. This is the fan.
Yes. You were trying to unlock the secret.
Of course.
Device X or whatever I've been calling it. I'm sure I've said something different every time.
Great.
So before they released this game, they released a game that was just that.
Just the little Tetris puzzles.
Yep, but it was free. It was just like a preview. It's like, hey, we're doing something weird. Play this.
Right.
So there, just like unlocking a Mario block, now activated.
I love those Mario
I
blocks.
see
That's
all.
it's always
I
worth telling you.
know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free.
Yeah.
It is the very principle
I
of
think
your
that's
existence, without which the trials of this
think so, too.
world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Boop, boop.
Yeah, it's right there.
Boop.
Alright, let's learn about science magic.
Rainbows, how do they work?
Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There is evidence pre-Aristotle which indicates soothsayers and mystics and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name in the Forer effect. Is a stupid name. They chose a bad name.
They chose a terrible name.
Alright, today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory.
Isn't that kind of the theory of all fortune tellers? Is that they give such vague responses and they predict based on your personality or
Yeah,
the
and
looks?
they're also very generally, well, the good ones are very good, like, they're like psychologists. They're very good at reading people.
Yeah.
And so they give vague things, and then judged by your reactions and body language, they can zero in on the truth without actually knowing anything. They can use vagaries and judge from you, and then they get closer and closer until they can start just guessing real things about you.
Yeah.
Because they're psychologists. They know exactly.
I think it'd be really
How
funny
you,
to
think.
create a persona and then walk in to a fortune teller, like a good fortune teller, and play the persona entirely and just see if they follow that
Yeah.
persona and just have no idea who you are as a person. Just to mess with them. I like messing with people.
Indeed.
Fascinated by Drennan's project, lovely conversation, Talos Principle, Greek philosophy, relevance to current situation, suggested naming Project Talos. Drennan refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour, our whole history. Weight loss.
weight loss blog. Latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about the inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm gonna feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know what? Those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. And burgers for lunch? I'm gonna have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese, extra onions, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, big fat juicy patties. And then oily, thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come.
This guy knows how to live. I would absolutely do that if the world
Well, I mean, he certainly knows how to die. That's if
the world's gonna end. I'm gonna kill myself on delicious, delicious food.
Can't stop me.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities. Silent roads stretching for miles. The earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Select a message.
Aw. I see, the frog thing was reactive to a conversation I had.
Yeah. You can't just write frogs or people on every wall.
Well, no, I wasn't going to. But I was just like, I wonder if there's anything that's interesting.
It's context sensitive.
Okay, so I need to learn about the fan.
Moonshot. So there is a fan, a box, and a laser.
There's the fan.
That's for our fan to decide.
Whee!
You did it. You've learned everything you need to know about the fan. It make thing go up.
Can I move it? Yes.
Yes, but
Oh, okay.
you can, so you can, there will be different fan areas.
What did that do? Oh, turn the fan off.
Yeah, so that button is controlling the fan.
Alright, I think I got this. I have a basic understanding. Connect. There we go.
It does not work.
Okay, I got an idea. Move that. Oh wait, if I move the box, it doesn't move this with it, does it?
Ah.
Wait, I got an idea. That. Okay.
You did it.
Here. And here. Ha!
So, fan on box, yes. Fan on the freestanding tripod, no.
No, that makes total sense. Needs a flat surface to lift.
Mm-hmm.